Welcome back to the moral decay of America. And if you're easily offended, just go on and get the hell out of here right now, because I'm fixing to hurt some of y'all's feelings. I'm going to show you this chucklehead here. That this young man in the gray t-shirt here is up at the DNC there in Chicago, interviewing folks as they walk about, as he walks about, and on down the line. And I want to do my best to demonstrate to you folks that they walk amongst us. Ignorance and stupid motherfucker walk amongst us. I have never ever heard this kind of stupidity in regards to the citizens of this great country. More importantly, just anywhere in the world. And I'm being as PC as I can because I'm trying to keep my language at bay, and it's hard to do that when you have this kind of ignorance. So I'm gonna play this video.
How much should good car insurance cost?
Maybe not. Basically, what this dude is doing is just interviewing this individual here, who I don't know the name, don't want to know the name. Thank goodness I don't know who this cat is. But this is one of the two people that just really makes me concerned for our society. Simply put, if this does not make you concerned for our society, then I would love to know what will. So here we go. We're going to roll the tape. Y'all be ready for this. Here we go. Put on your seatbelt.
It was built for secret groups to run it. And they're running it. And allegedly Kamala and all them, they're part of it.
When it comes down to it, what do you think makes Kamala qualified to become the next president?
Well, she's been a lawyer, okay, so she's no dummy, okay? And then she's been vice president. And it's very hard to top the education that you get as vice president to be president.
So what do you think Kamala will do as president to stop inflation?
She said she would look into the price gouging.
And do you think price gouging is right?
We all know it's going on.
Do you think it was right of the Democrats to replace Joe Biden with Kamala Harris for the other than getting president?
It's a matter of vote. I mean, we replace our politicians all the time, and that's within their laws. It's for all their delegates to just say, well, screw whatever people did in the primary, and let's give all our votes to somebody else. They're perfectly not only capable, but perfectly all right for them to do that, because that's the party's rules. Is it unfair to some people? Yeah. Is it unfair to animals that they don't get to vote? Yes, it is unfair to animals they don't get to vote. It's unfair to plants, they don't get to vote either. Okay. And people look at it this way, and it's actually true. They don't get a vote. Okay, because they're human and not 18 years old. Okay,
vote, one vote.
It's unfair to plants, and it's unfair to animals that they don't get to vote. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Oh, it gets better, folks. It gets so much better. Watch this here. Keep watching.
Literally impossible.
Well, given enough technology, when we can finally talk to plants, and they live longer than us, so they get to be 18 years old, and they get to vote for a long time, well, okay.
You believe that plants should have the right to vote?
I believe that they think that they should have the right to vote. I believe that your dogs and cats, if you were able to talk to them, they would say, yes, we have the right to vote.
In your opinion, what makes the Democrats
So, as I said earlier, they walk amongst us. Holy hell. And I can't fault the guy and tell him that he can't have the right to vote, because if he's a U.S. citizen, he has the right to vote. But I've never seen such frickety frack moronic responses to such a simple question. If plants and animals had the right to vote, and if they were 18 years of age, and if they could think and talk, or if the technology was there where they could think and talk and we could think and talk to them, which means they got to have a brain to have cognitive thought processes, which we all know through science that plants don't have brains to do that with. I mean, I only went to SMU here in Dallas, Texas, and I went to Mesquite High School, and I went to Rutherford Elementary, and I went to Agnew Junior High School, all in the great city of Mesquite back in the day. And I can reassure you, when I left Rutherford Elementary, I knew for a fact, through all of the science that I was taught back then, that damn plants ain't got no brain. Now, I may not be able to talk very good, and my English is kind of, a little janky, but I know science. Language I struggle with, I'll admit it. But oh my gosh, we all know that plants do not have brains. Plants cannot talk. Plants cannot have cognitive thought processes. And yet, here's this chucklehead out there wanting to vote for Camel Toe Harris because he thinks she is most qualified. There's other interviews that this young man does, which is bringing up a soapbox of mine, that people are voting for Kamala as I predicted. Because she's a woman. You sexist pigs of females. You're only voting for your gender now despite anything else, and that drives me bonkers. Y'all are the most narcissistic people on the goddamn planet, because I want to vote for her because it's about time we need a woman for president. And if you think I'm lying, continue to watch this right here.
All qualified to become the next president of the United States?
I think because she has some actual clear policies. I think she's a good communicator. I think it would be exciting to have a woman as a president.
Do you think a lot of people here are in support of Kamala? One, because she's a woman. Two, because she's a black woman, and it might diversify the White House a little bit?
I think so, yeah. I think that people want to see a woman in the office, hopefully.
Okay, and what difference would it make between a woman and a man in office?
God, that's a deep question. I don't know, just a different perspective, I guess.
What do you think we can
So, a different perspective, she guessed. And she's only voting for Camel Toe Harris because she's a woman. But yet, I guarantee you that bitch right there is one of those that throws the narcissistic flag out every single time, but yet here she is voting based off of gender. Off of sex, whatever the hell you some bitches want to call it. But this is so dumb. Dumb. And then the one lady before this one right here said that she's lost her rights. And I'm going to assume the right she's referring to is the right to her body, her choice, her abortion if she wants one. And again, I'm going to say this for the final freaking time, you ignorant women out there, and you ignorant men on top of all of that. He did not, by overturning Roe versus Wade, take away your right. All he did was put the control of the law back down to the state. To the state. And then each state, such as Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, California, Oregon, the state for which there's 50 of in the great United States of America, hey, go live in the state whose laws you like. And if you don't like their laws, vote to try to change them, or you have the right to move to a state for which you like their laws. So, if you think you lost your right to my body, my choice, which means I can have an abortion all at the same time, then go live in a state that allows for abortions to occur. In the great country of Texas, they put a capsule on that shit. You don't like living in Texas? You have the right to leave. How did he take away your rights again? He just put it down to the state level, and you can relocate as you're privileged and have the right to do. So stop saying that shit. Man, that irks the hell out of me. You ignorant people. And yet, You walk freely amongst us, and you have the right to vote. I've never seen such simple-minded, feeble people in my life. And this, my friends,